Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It's time for Taroscopes. This will be the Taroscopes for the sign of Leo. That's Leo's sun, moon, and or rising for the month of April 2023. And we're going to be using the Witch's Tarot, which I don't think I've ever used for Leo. It's usually the one I use for Scorpio, but it wanted to be heard today. Before we get to that, let's just go briefly over the astrology. We had a lot of big shifts in March. So as we enter April, we have the sun in Aries, as it always is. We have Mercury in Aries. We have Venus in Taurus and Mars in Cancer. So as a sign ruled by the sun, that's hard to say, sun sign ruled. Anyway, where the sun is influence for you, Leo. So for you, Leo, we're looking at your house of let's see, the sun in Aries would be your house of travel. It could be your house of higher education, higher mindedness, philosophy of life, social justice. These are all things that you would be highlighted at this time. And then once it moves into Taurus, it's moving into your house of work, your 10th house, your career house, your most when the sun shines at noon in the chart, right? So it's like everybody's seeing you. So towards the end of April, everybody's going to see you. And of course, Leo likes that, right? We like that. I have a Leo ascendant, I can say that. What else? Let's see. Oh, of course, Pluto just moved into your opposite sign of Aquarius. So you could be feeling a little shake up energy in your relationship or your relationship to your own higher self. Maybe you're starting to hear that small, still voice within, and it's talking pretty loud. Best you listen to it. Saturn is in Pisces now. Pisces is your house of other people's money, taxes. So you do want to be extra careful around your taxes this season. And while Saturn is in Pisces, actually, and that is until 2026. So you want to make sure if there's any problems with that you're dealing with that. I'll probably say that to you every month. So this won't be your first opportunity to hear from me. Okay, so let's take a look and see what the cards have to say. Just want to make sure I have them all. Yeah, I didn't think I did. I'm like, these cards don't seem like all of them are here. But I have them now. That's much better. You know, when you work with a deck for years and years and years, which I have with this deck. Sorry about this, honey. I mean, guys, I shouldn't call you honey. Right? Please just flying by my house. 2 of them. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys. This, I don't know why it does this. Because I moved on my camera too fast. See if we can focus on me. I'll just keep moving back and forth till I focus. Hopefully that'll work. No? Oh, God. Here we go. Right? Oh, almost. There we go. Sorry about that. My camera has a mind of its own. All right, let's see. What is Leo? Leo's cards for April of 2023. There has been an awakening. This is the awakened soul. If you live in Florida, you are woke. Maybe you don't want to tell your governor, but you are awakened. You hear Gabriel's horn blowing, and you're rising up. You're rising to the occasion. The challenge is the moon, is the feelings, the emotions. It's very, very kind of as it's interesting because if you look at these two cards in combination, right, you have this sort of clarity in this card, right, with the sun here and Gabriel tooting his horn. I don't know if you can see it because it's so bright. Here he is. There he is. You see him? And these people rising up from the coffins of three-dimensional reality. And then on this side, you have the moon with the fish and the little lobster crab there, and the scarab up the. This is all about sort of death and rebirth and the cycles of nature. Our beastly self, our wild self, and our more tame self, or our id and our ego. And you know, the emotionality of an awakening. There are feelings, there are tides that are being as we rise. There's a like a I don't know how to explain this. If you're not watching me, you don't know what I'm doing. Almost like a tidal wave of feeling, of emotion. Okay, like a tidal wave of emotion. Underneath it, it's important for you to know in this period of time what you have control over and what you don't. The Hanged Man is an energy of a surrender to what is and a connection to spirit. It's important that you connect with cosmic consciousness as you move through this time, because there's so much change, and a lot of the change is out of your control. And so what is out of your control needs to be accepted and surrendered to. And that which is in your control, which is usually your response to a situation, and sometimes you have more control than that, you can do certain things, but there's an area of your life where you have to just surrender to what's being what's being shown to you. And the Hanged Man sees things upside down, so it's this energy of seeing things from a different perspective. It's forcing you to see things from a different perspective. Let's see what's in the past. We have the King of Cups. This deck, the court cards act a little bit differently. This is a feeling. In the past, you had a feeling. Let's see what that feeling was around. The feeling was around something that was said in the past, something that was communicated in the past that was specifically designed to get you moving in a certain direction. Now, I don't know if this message was from a person or your own connection to your higher self. Was it in a meditation? Was it was it spirit poking at you with the 8 swords here, or was it something else? So something in the past has sort of driven you forward to take specific actions in a very planned way. Let's see what's in the sky. We have the Two of Cups. This Two of Cups indicates that this person has a long way to climb to reach the love. This is about love, but at a higher vibrational state, and that's what that card often means. Carnal love raised to the spiritual level, and so it's going to take some of that spiritual love, as it were, to navigate, and it's available to you. Let's see what's in the immediate future. Okay, now we're taking a step on a feeling. This is the Queen of Swords. She's moving forward on the road around a feeling. And what is that? The feeling of everything is blowing up. Everything is being illuminated. Structures that no longer serve you. Now, this looks kind of dire. But the fact that it comes along with the Queen of Swords says to me that this is an emotional thing. This is a realization around a feeling. This could even be psychic premonition. So pay attention to your psychic premonitions this month, how it's seen from the outside, that you're working diligently to clean, to muck out the stalls, so to speak. This deals with having to allow the emotions to flow, and the effort it's going to take to get the emotions to flow. Are people seeing that you're doing the work? Let's see your domestic situation. We have a stalemate. There's something in your domestic situation that will not change in April. Will not change in April. You may be, you may have come to, this is interesting because we have these two people with their swords up, but they're on such a small platform that if they were to actually put their swords down, they'd both fall off. Like, this isn't good for either one of them. So this is maybe a tense agreement, but an agreement all the same. Perhaps a recognition of a boundary with somebody so that you can live with them more in a more peaceful, if not a little tense, maybe tense, but more peaceful, more stable, more you've come to an agreement on certain ways of being and acting that are amenable to both of you, and you'll be able to not necessarily, it won't come to blood and guts, as it were. Your hopes and fears, we have the high priest here. This is the Hierophant. This is about this is the Great Rite, actually, what they're performing here, the Great Rite. But this is about listening to your inner voice. Don't be afraid of it. Gotta listen. You're gonna need it. We all need it. It's not just you. Maybe this month, but not just you. Outcome. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Security. Now, you wouldn't have thought this looking at the tower, would you? Safety, security, a base of power, place of power to work from. See if we can pick a major arcana. We get the Three of Swords, maybe walking down a path you haven't walked before. The Nine of Pentacles, that path could be, what's the word I'm looking for? Abundance. Abundance coming your way. More work to do. Okay. No major arcanas. Let's see if we get something underneath. We have the Seven of Swords. I like this Seven of Swords, one of my favorite Seven of Swords, because they decide to put down their swords and have some fun. And wouldn't that be nice if we could all put down our swords and just dance and sing together instead of hurt each other or watch people get hurt, right? Like, what's going on, folks? New potentials, and visualizing what you want to create. So some difficulties, some challenges this month, but nothing accept what comes your way, because on the other side of that we have some abundance and security, which is a nice change of pace, isn't it, Leo? All right, guys, let's take a look now. I've done that. Let's look at, I'm going to use the Starseed Oracle. It's the Oracle deck I'm using. I decided this month anyway, that I think what I'm going to try to do is continue, just use the same Oracle deck for every reading, every month. Every month will be a different Oracle deck. That way you can see the decks, and it's similar. It's sort of similar. That's the similarity that runs through all the readings for the month. Okay, let's take a look here. So this is the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel. She's the artist, Danielle is. A lovely book. It's a beautiful art and some beautiful words in here. Very, very helpful. I found it very accurate. I just picked this deck up not too long ago. So we'll see what kind of energy the Leo needs for April. Leo needs for April. We have Portal. Okay, I'll hold it up while I read it. It's such a pretty card. Sure you can see it. This artwork is beautiful, isn't it? Doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card. Ooh. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. It is time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short time. You're swimming off you are swimming with the cosmic currents of life. Well, that's what the hanged man at the bottom of the reading, at the root of the reading, says. You just have to go within the flow of life. You cannot fight this. You cannot fight this. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this movement in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It is time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up, it is a sure sign of effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into the new reality. Now is a time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on it. And your starseed soul inquiry is, what would you most like to experience? There you go, Leo. What would you most like to experience? All right. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please like and subscribe if you would. I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Many of you came through a recommendation by Cash Peters. I want to thank him again for that. He's a very, very special human being. And I'm going to be having a beginner's astrology class starting at the beginning of April, most likely the second week of April. But I will have that on my website and I'll make announcements. You'll probably have heard it already by the time you see this video that I'm doing that. And they're 6-week classes and they usually span a 6-week period on the same night. And you don't have to be there for every class. You can take the class and never show up because you get all the videos. So it's up to you, but class participation is not only recommended, but is actually quite fun. So if you want to be join the club, so to speak, it's a very exclusive club. And I know you Leos like that. I'm a Leo. I have a Leo rising, so I can speak of it, I think. No offense. All right, guys, have a fabulous, fabulous month, and I will see you again next month. And from my home to yours and my heart to yours. Namaste.